How to beat Leblanc in 5 minutes. I'm Leblanc Vane and I'm gonna share all of Leblanc's secrets with you guys. Leblanc is a lane bully and her kit is entirely based to take good quality trades onto you. That's why a lot of people struggle into Leblanc because they don't know how to deal with that. When playing versus Leblanc, the quality of your trades is going to decide the quality of your lane. So that's what we're going to be covering in this video. We're going to be hammer focusing on trades. Leblanc takes short, bursty trades. She's very bad at taking extended trades. So a big part of our mental stack should be primed towards not giving Leblanc the opportunity to take short, bursty trades into you. So Leblanc mainly trades around her W. That's the ability that she usually maxes first, and that's her tool to get in range most of the times, and also therefore deals the most amount of damage. So a big thing that you have to do with Leblanc is you have to actively tether out her W range and bait it out. So this is the perfect example. I did it in this lane here. So I just used my Q, and it gives Leblanc an opportunity to trade onto me. And look at my movement specifically. I know she wants to do that. I know she knows that I want to last hit this creep. So I fake my movement and bait Leblanc in with a W. I dodge her W, she deals no damage, and I'm in a perfect position. We're going to see it another time right here, where I'm going to be playing versus Leblanc. I get a very nice trade. I know she knows that I have no cooldowns. So specifically look at my movement. Bait out her W, and I don't receive any type of damage right here. Perfect example of how to position and space directly versus Leblanc in lane. If you ever bait out Leblanc's W, you're going to get a lot of control in the lane back because her cooldown is so long. And then we have to actively track her cooldown because that's the time in which that she's going to be scary versus when she's not going to be scary at all. So one thing that we can do versus Leblanc is we can take bone plating. Because her W cooldown is so long, bone plating actually has a lot of value because it reduces a lot of trading windows that she can take because she has to proc it off first, otherwise she doesn't deal that much damage. That instantly ties back into the next point, which is what we're seeing right here from Chovy as well, is extending trades into Leblanc. Leblanc has long cooldowns. She's a burst-oriented champion, which means that if you take extended trades into her, she's not going to function that well. You spotted it right there. Chovy stood his ground level 1 with his bone plating, and he was happy extending this trade a little bit. Now, when he doesn't have bone plating, he respects the W range perfectly, doesn't take that much damage, takes control over the wave right here. And because he takes control over the wave, he actually gets in a position where he can pressure Leblanc when she needs to last hit. So this is a perfect example of how to lane versus Leblanc and make it impossible for her to play. Really tethering out Leblanc's W range incredibly well right here. And he's almost got his bone plating coming back up, crashes this wave. One thing that you want to do is you want to never let your wave get frozen on Leblanc's side. Then you're vulnerable to gank setup. So always keep it neutral, slightly towards your side, or slow pushing. And then once he's got his bone plating up again, look how happy he is to take Leblanc's combo to the face and extend the trade right here, because the quality of your trades dictates the quality of your lane. And if you look at the lane right now, Chovy's taking incredible trades versus the Leblanc right here, utilizing his range advantage, knowing when he's able to stand his ground, utilizing his bone plating, and extending the trades whenever the Leblanc is happy to take the bait to trade into him. As a final tip, Leblanc is a burst-oriented AP champion. So versus these type of champions, magic resist is incredibly valuable. So usually you actually would have liked to go Mercs early, but since Mercs got nerfed, sitting on a null magic mantle for 400 gold is just going to have insane value if you feel like you need it versus Leblanc. So to conclude, if you struggle versus Leblanc, my recommendation would be to go into the review and really look at the trading, because it's all about trading well versus Leblanc. So if you're looking at the review and you see where you take a lot of damage or you take a really bad trade, try to find a way in that you can maybe look at, okay, how could I have prevented this trade? Or how could have I used my abilities better that I could have maybe won this trade? Conversely, you can also look at missed opportunities. Were there opportunities in the lane where I could have maybe abused Leblanc's long cooldown on her W? Maybe I could have tethered it out or baited it out a little bit better. Or maybe I could have even poked her at times that she would have needed to last hit. Leblanc is a champion that has no sustain in her kit. So if you hit her with something, it's going to stick on her. Keep that in mind. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm really happy to answer them.